ألا من كنت مولاه فهذا علي مولاه، اللهم وال من والاه وعاد من عاداه.
I am Dr. Mohsin Raza Turabi from Pakistan. I did my graduation in 1994 and then I did my post-graduation in general surgery, and now I'm doing practice in Pakistan. I'm 42 years old. I was born in a Sunni family, but one of my grandma, she had inclination towards Ahlul Bayt. She used to narrate us stories of Karbala in Muharram that very much inspired us. She didn't ask us to convert, but indirectly she, in our subconscious, she implanted the seeds of Wilay Ahl Bayt, and after that one of my auntie, my father's sister, she was very much inclined toward Mazhab Ahl Bayt, and she was the one who converted first, but she didn't show it to anybody. After that, I was in 1980, I used to sleep with her in her house. She used to say prayers and late night, and after that, what the Ikhlaqul Husna, that was different from the other people. She always very kind to the kids. One of my cousin, he was very young. At one day, at the time of Aftari, Som, breakfast, she was sitting and there was the time for Aftari. That boy came. She was holding glass of water. It was very hot at that time. She was holding water in her hand and about to drink. He came. She didn't break fast. She gave that water to that boy. I asked, he was not fasting, you were fasting, why did you give your water to that boy? She said, this is the teaching and this is the preaching of Mazhab Ahlul Bayt. Then she told me about Hazrat Ali ibn al-Hussein, Ali Asghar, and after that I developed interest, and initially she was telling us the stories, then we started asking her about Ahlul Bayt. And once she was narrating a story of the day when Bibi Salamullah Alaiha went to Masjid al-Nabawi, and we used to say the first one, Siddiq Akbar, and she narrated me the story of that day when she went and asked about Fidak. Siddiq Akbar went to the Darbar, and there what happened, that was the spark point. I said, how can who she was the daughter of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Those people were nothing. It was the blessing of that Prophet that brought them to a place where they can rule, whether legal or illegal. That is a different thing. But they were so thankless. They were so thankless that they started what they did. It was unbearable. And then I started learning about, and whatever I learned from the books of Ahlul Sunnah. All the evidence was there. Initially, we didn't have books from Maktab Ahl Bayt there in Pakistan. Now it is available on internet. It is available in hard copies or in a printed form. But at that time, that was not available. I searched Sihah Sitta, and I found that, oh, the one who was the gate of knowledge, from whom they are extracting nothing. They have different sources. How is it possible that a person who comes and lives only for 2-3 years, and he narrated such a long ahadith? I don't name anybody, but you know, this thing, those who live in the house of Prophet, in the home of Prophet, they extracted few ahadith from them. Few ahadith from them. Whatever suits them, they accept. And this was, you know, Karbala, no doubt. It's very, 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 very Mazloom. Okay? But it started the day Prophet closed his eyes. Because in Pakistan, it is still practice that books of Al-Tashayyu, they are very little, are there in Arabic, most of them in Arabic. Very few are translated in Urdu, in our language, or very few are translated in English. In English, you know, is not the right medium for us, because most of us, we don't understand English that frequently, and okay. So, from the books of Ahlul Sunnah, how is it possible that Prophet says, Prophet introduces Hussein? Yes, on the shoulders. And how Prophet was narrating khutbah. Hussein comes, Prophet leaves khutbah and introduces Hussein. Prophet was in the sajda. Hussein climbs over. Prophet continues his sajda. How is it possible? How is it possible that nobody knew? Everybody knew that Hussein. But what they did, they only understood that this is between two families. No, it was not between two families. They only what he said, that, oh, my grandfathers, look, I have taken revenge. They only considered Islam that, look, Khilafah is nothing. But now we should understand that somebody is coming. Somebody is coming. We should be prepared for that. That's why, you know, now the trends are changing. Trends of Izzah is changing. trends, people are now thinking about, because wherever you want to go, this life is nothing. This life is a transit, only transit. We have to go somewhere else. We have to go to a place where we have to live permanently. What will we do if we don't have Hussein? I say that wal asr innal insana lafi khusr. Wal asr innal insana lafi khusr. That asr sajda Husaini. That those who are not with Hussein, they are in loss. They are in loss. Except those who are mu'min and act like those muqaddarat in Karbala, and those who preach the right and preach the sabr. This is whole Karbala. This is the whole preaching. Initially, my life was, like a stray dog. I was wandering, because when there is, I say in Urdu, I say a शेर, मेरा हुसैन अभी करबला नहीं पहुंचा, मैं हुर हूँ और अभी लश्कर यजीद में हूँ. That my Hussein has not yet arrived to Karbala, and I am hur, and I am still in the army of Yazid. That was my life before, and after that you can think about. Now it is all clear. It is all clear. If I die, no problem. If I die, I am on the right path. Initially I was not on the right path. Now, there is another शेर, हुसैन तुम नहीं रहे, तुम्हारा घर नहीं रहा, मगर तुम्हारे बाद जालिमों का डर नहीं रहा. Oh, Mawla Hussain, you are no more. Your house is no more. But after you, there is no fear of Zalimeen. What they can do? They can kill. They can just slaughter our throat. They can play with our heads. What they are doing in Daesh in our country, Taliban, ISIS, what they are doing? They can kill our guests. They can kill our slaves. They can kill our friends. Nothing. Nothing. Who is killed in this path? He is with Hussein. And how clear this message is. How clear this message is. All, shutters are clear now. Because when I live for Hussein. I live for Hussein. I live for Intizar Mahdi. I live to wait for Mahdi. And whether I join or not, I transfer this thing in my kids. Okay, you should wait. You should be on the right path. Initially, it was very difficult. It was very difficult. Because to introduce you in that hostile environment, it was very difficult. MashaAllah, we are 5 brothers. 4 of us were converted. One, he is towards conversion. He is towards conversion. And his wife has come with us to Karbala. He said, you go, give me some time. When there is right path, when there is light, in darkness, when there is light, sometimes, you cannot see it properly. But it gives you, when you soothe your eyes, then it is possible. It takes some time. Yes, it takes time. Even if you see clear light, it takes time. But everything, look, it is mu'jiza. It is mu'jiza that even in such a hostile writer, they were so hostile writer, they were so against Mazhab al-Ahl Bayt. Still, they have written something which made such a change that a lot of people are converting from their own books.
You mentioned that.
Yes.
It's mentioned in their book.
Yes, it is mentioned in their books. And the language, when it comes to Ahlul Bayt, it is totally different. It's totally different. And it gives me immense pleasure that my message is that we should think about, Imam Jawad, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammad, said that one moment thought is better than ibadah 70,000 years ibadah. And that is only, sometimes there is a turning point in your life, and that turning point comes once. Okay, this is a turning point. When you hit rightly, you can go. And it is always, I say that it is blessing of Almighty Allah, and it is the blessing of Prophet, peace be upon him, and it is the blessing of his progeny. Nobody can be converted except their blessing. This is the jawaz, the passport, the visa comes from them, because nobody can be converted. A lot of people recites these books daily. A lot of people are huffaz of these books. But when blessing comes through this way. This is the only way. We are so unfortunate that the moment Prophet closed the eyes, we were distracted. We were distracted, and still we are distracted. But there are, if this is one path, there is another path. If there is right path and wrong path, there are some tributaries which joins. Sometimes people from the right path, it is very rare that people from the right path, shaitan is there. They come through the tributary to the wrong path. But it is always that there is an attraction. It is inside our, khamir, that we go from the wrong towards right. Zulamat ila nur. MashaAllah. Memories are when you forget things. I just cannot forget. It is special blessing on me and my family. My 4 of my daughters, they are with me here. My my wife, she's also converted. She's also doctor. She's a gynecologist working with me. The moment we have reached Karbala, nothing is to be for. When I close my eyes, I see the imaginations of that time. It's not, those were the sons of Maula Ali. Shahadat was nothing for them. But after Shahadat, that was not bearable. Hijab is Zainab, that was not bearable. Shahadat, Maula killed a lot of people. Maula was Shaheed. Imam Hassan was Shaheed. Shahadat is not new for this family. But the only things which which hits here is
What happened after that?
after that. And that's why that Karbala in its original form is in the heart of every, mashallah, every Shia. And this is probably the only movement in the history that retains its originality, not only in the form of stories, but in the form of message as well. Message is the same. Message is the same. And still it is, I can say that till the Zuhur Mahdi, it will be the same. It is Mojaza. Karbala is a Mojaza. Yes, it was, everybody knew that Bibi Salama had Turbat, Khake Turbat of Karbala. Everybody knew. But after that, what happened? That was not bearable. When we should come here, at least we should open our ear to listen. What is Hal min Nasiri Yansurna? What is Hal min Nasiri Yansurna? That is not that Hussain is asking help out of us. No, it is not like that. Mission of Hussain is to put us on the right path. We should listen. It is, voices, they don't die. And voice of Hussain is still, if you put hand over here, close your eyes, you can still listen. Hal min Nasiri Yansurna, Hal min Mughis Yughithuna. What is that? You have seen, not for the first time, this Daesh, this ISIS, Taliban. So the only message here that we should, now it is very less time with us left with. We should prepare ourselves. We cannot face Imam Hujjat. We cannot face. If I see my heart, if a lot of people see their heart, we cannot face them. But at least we should be on that path. We should be on that path. That path is very important. If you put one, that is the starting point. They will take with you. So we should be prepared for the final call, final Hal min Nasiri Yansurna, and that is for us. They don't need us. We need them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.